Today, I'm in the wood yard. We've got a trailer. I've got wood. We've got wood. We're gonna do a delivery. Here we go. It's time to make money. So here's the scoop. One of my good customers called me yesterday and said he is out of wood. Now he's someone that buys wood from me and then resells it, and he's completely out. His stands are being emptied. He's got no more bundles. He needs to make bundles. And I've already delivered to him 3 full cords, I think, just in the last few months. So he's selling quite a bit of wood, which I'm great with. I'm glad he's selling, making money, and I'm going to be selling, making money. So the wood that's right behind me here is wood that is about 1.5 years old. This is the oldest wood I have. Now there's a bunch of maple in here. There is some aspen in here. There is a little bit of ash in here. And so this is what he's going to get, because this is the oldest stuff I have. So I kind of squeezed the trailer back in between this pile and kind of to this cookie pile I have here. So that's where it is. It's kind of behind the trailer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unstack and we're going to start chucking wood, and it's going in the trailer. It's wood chucking time. Here we go. So right now it is almost 6:30. It's about 20 after 6. So this should take me about an hour to load this up, and then we're gonna go dump it. And while I'm loading this, I thought I would go over some of the questions. Man, it's kind of loud when I chuck it in. I go over some of the questions that come up on the channel often. So here we go. I thought I'd talk about some of these. Hopefully I can get rid of some of this noise pretty quick here once I get this starting to be filled up here. So I also want to get this top layer. So people have been asking me about covering firewood, people that haven't watched the channel for a very long time. And this is covered because it's from 1.5 years ago. And what I generally do is I will cut, split, and then stack wood, like you see all this ash right here that I've been working on, because over there's the processor. So I put it in the trailer and we back it up. But I leave it uncovered for pretty much all the time until we get to where there's going to be snow. And the reason I cover the wood before we get snow is that if you don't cover it, as the snow sits on top of it and you have thaw, freeze, thaw, freeze, thaw, freeze when the sun hits it, even if it's in the 20-degree range, and even in the teens, if you get some sun blasting on it, what happens is, and if you've got a tarp sitting up on top of the pile, you'll get a little bit of a low spot, or not a tarp. If you have just the wood there, the snow will gradually work its way into the middle, and then as you have cold at night, it'll freeze. And once it gets down inside of there, it literally becomes a wood sickle. The whole pile will actually freeze together, and then it's not so desirable for me for, you know, loading it up to go deliver it, or for people to own a big chunk of ice on wood. So that's why I cover it, to keep the snow off of it. So then as the snow accumulates, I can push it off, you know, with the tarp. I can just roll it off. Snow goes to the side, the wood is nice and dry underneath, and it keeps all of the moisture and the iciness off of the wood. And like this here, you can see there's wood puddles, water puddles up on top of the tarp. It will come off, and then underneath the wood is nice and dry. So that's kind of what I'm shooting for, is to keep the wood dry so that when I deliver it, it's ready to burn right now. That's what people want. So inside of here is nice, dry, 1.5 years old firewood, which he's gonna bundle. Nice, this is really nice stuff. Should be really good wood for him to get. We're gonna speed this up now. So here's what's left. Just the wretched refuse, some odd chunks that aren't going to be good for him for bundling. So because I didn't get all of it in there, it's just a little bit short of a full cord. So what I'm going to do is come over here, and I've got some unmeasured piles of some stuff that I'm going to toss in to fill it off, because I want to basically fill this up just right in the end here, just that little bit. So I'm going to take some of this wood right here that's been here for quite a while now, should be good and dry. So that's what's going in next. There we go, wood, it's in, and we're gonna go do a dump. Sun is setting, beautiful evening. It's probably only about 70 degrees. Just beautiful day to be out in the wood yard. Wish I could have been here all day, but I had to work in my other business all day, and today I finally get to come out and play with my wood. So we're gonna go do a dump. There it is, dumped, and look at here, he's got a nice toy. Some of you guys probably know what this is. He's got a Pro 28C, very serious splitter, very nice. And he's got another nice toy over here, look at this. He's got a Kubota L3901. Pretty nice. The dump is complete. I'm back in the wood yard from my delivery, and I'm gonna disconnect the trailer now. I just backed up so I can get underneath the processor. So hopefully next time I get some time, I can do some processing. That's one of the other questions I want to kind of answer. I've had people ask me, how come I don't run the processor more often? Because I have 3 businesses, and right now is my absolute wide open busiest time for my photography business, which is June, July, August, and September. Those 4 months, I average 60 to 70 hours a week on my photography business. I work 7 days a week, and I don't have any free time. That's why. And so it's just the way it is. If I get a day where I can get some time in, I will work on it. I would love to. I can't wait to get to be using it more and produce more wood, because I need more wood. I've been selling wood all summer long, and it's gradually leaving, and I'm not building it up as fast as I would like to. But yeah, if I had the processor earlier, I would have ran it more and got more wood done ahead of time, but that's just the way it worked out, so which is okay. But I've had people tell me, if I was you, I'd run that all day long every day. No, you wouldn't, because I got another business. So that kind of has a priority. Taking care of that business, because I've had a photography business now for 30 some years. That's my main business, my main income. Firewood is just extra, and then YouTube is extra for that. And the processor is going to produce a lot of wood when I get time, and that'll happen this fall and then this winter again. But right now, I got to work that job. So that's the main thing. And that has a priority, because that pays basically for the wood yard. The wood yard is an extra thing. So that's the scoop. So that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to disconnect this, and then see if I can find it. Here it is. The next thing I'm going to do is, because this sits out here, I put a lock on the hitch here. I got to go a little higher. So I lock the hitch with a lock, and then I lock a wheel, and then I got a light that's on the processor. I got to go get my keys so that I can lock this thing up, and then lock up the wheel. And I know if somebody really wants it, they could bust it off, they could pick the lock or cut this, whatever, but at least it slows them down a little bit. And then I have no trespassing signs out front here. And then I have boards that stick up that I put by the trespassing signs, or in between them. And those boards are full of nails sticking up that are very obvious to see. And it's for a reason. I want people to know that I'm not kidding, that I don't want them around here. So that's what I do. So we're gonna slap this on a wheel over here. I'll be right back. So yeah, it just goes onto the wheel. If you want to see what this looks like, what I'm doing right now, because you can't see anything, you got to go to one of my videos where I show how it works. But it's just a wheel chock lock, and gotta get it locked on. There, she's locked on, and we're ready to go. So there you go. I'm back from my delivery. Now, people would think, oh, you could run the processor in the evening with lights. No, I'm going back into my business. It is now almost 8:30 because the sun's going down, it's starting to get dark out. I'm going back into my business, and I did photography today from 8 in the morning. I started about 8:30, and I went until about 6 o'clock, and I came out, loaded up the trailer, went and delivered that. Now it's about 8:30. I'm going to go back in there, and I will work here till 12:30, 1 o'clock, doing editing on my photography. And then after that, I will do some answering to some comments for you guys. So that's why I don't run the processor every day. That's like that every day for me in the summertime. So busy. It's just the way it is. So I'm going back to work. You're poking buttons. I'll be back here tomorrow with another video for you. Between now and then, go to my channel. There's over 800 videos for you to watch. Tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. will be a brand new one. Good night, Irene.